up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And this is my adorable little soul-reaping kitty, Seno Asagiri. And today's anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War, Part 2, The Separation, Episode 8, aka Episode 21, titled The Headless Star. But before I get into this live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so me and my little kitty can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, live streams, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to the live discussion we're going to be holding, discussing, obviously, this week's episode of Bleach. That will be in the description box below as well. So if you've never watched my anime live reactions before, basically because I'm not sponsored and the very last thing I need is a copyright strike, I cannot show anything on the screen. But on my side of the screen, I have the anime and colored edition of the manga side by side, because everything on this channel is from a manga reader's perspective. And in terms of art and animation, well, because I've been spoiled by the ongoing manga renaissance, well, I've developed a high standard, and I'm not lowering that for anybody or anything. Now, in terms of writing and storyboarding and structure, I'm a little bit more lenient. Dialogue, I know it's not going to be one-to-one as much as I want it to be, but as long as it's not skipped, and it's also within Kubo's intent, I'm fine with it. In terms of storyboarding and structure, well, I'm fine with the, with filler, because that's what I'm covering this anime for, is the filler. And the order of events being changed, obviously, we've been getting that, and as long as it's not making the episode feel disjointed, which we've had this issue before in this anime, which we'll discuss in the live stream. As long as it's not making the episode feel disjointed, I'm fine with it. But something that we've had here, and last week we had it with Ichigo, and this week we're having it with Bach, which I really, really like. I'm glad that, I'm hoping it was Kubo that was behind this decision. I really do. But if it wasn't, I will give Taguchi credit where credit is due. But where we're starting off, actually, is the beginning of chapter 565's adaptation of the manga. But because we already had the dialogue has already been done. It's just the art from chapter 565, which I'm totally fine with. So anyways, without further ado, let's get to this. Okay, something I'm going to have to break down and discuss further in the live stream is the soundtrack too, because God, I want to so bad here. But no, it's gonna take up too much time. Because God, this soundtrack is so good. Ah. But, oh, God, I love the sequence for Bach in the beginning of this core, and God, I love it here, too. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, but at the 29-second mark, we get to page 18 of chapter 565's adaptation of the manga, and I gotta say, this was very, very smart. I really like that we got the beginning of chapter 565, Vibe's adaptation of the manga, and have it transition to this portion, to, page 18 of chapter 565, especially here, given with, what's happened, recently with, the, Sturmritters, how many Sturmritters have died. I am fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. God, the art style for this. Oh my God, the art style for this is so pretty too. Ugh. Oh, the transition in the art style. Oh, God. My one gripe, though, and it's been a problem for me, I think, since the start, that doesn't look like Bach, though. It's just not looking like Bach. It doesn't. And I feel like the reason why it doesn't look like Bach is there's just not enough line work here. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. When I remember it, I will have everything in terms of in terms of the art and animation, further detail about it, we will discuss that because I don't want to make this like too long of a live reaction because I want to save a lot of the content I want to say in the live stream. But there's a reason why anime is less detailed right now and compared to the past. But it is one of the reasons why I can't stand how Bach looks in the face. Oh my god, I really can't stand it. Ugh, there's just little things missing in the face to make it look like Bach. The hairline is okay, but Bach doesn't look as old in the face as he should. And also, the other main problem I'm having here, I think it's been like this from the start, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but the jawline looks so wrong. I can't stand how this jawline looks. Ugh. And his face isn't sunken in enough. It's not. And the eyes look wrong. The nose looks okay. But I think because of how his cheeks aren't sunken in and how his cheekbones aren't as pronounced as it should be, and the cheeks themselves aren't sunken in enough, and the jawline isn't correct. I think that has more to do with why Bach's eyes aren't looking right than anything else. I think that's mainly it. But yeah, not having enough shading is killing me though. It is, and yeah, the hair. God damn it frustrates me. I like that we have Iryu here as well, and the line about there's no holding back here too, and then going into this. But at the same time, I kind of wish it. Part of me is like okay with this, but the other part of me is like I wish he would have just said the line from from the end of 565, page 18 of 565, where he says another day in which I can clearly behold this world, and then just go to the opening song. But I'm curious what you guys think. We'll discuss it further in the live stream, but for the most part, I would say this though. I think this is definitely better in terms of opening song placement compared to last week. I really did not like last week's opening song placement. That bothered the hell out of me. So after the opening song, the anime continues where we left off last week, which is page 10 of chapter 579's adaptation of the manga, which is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Very, very pleased with this. So this line is skipped from the peanut gallery here. The stone fortress fell apart. The Ryatsu vibrations have stopped too. Captain Zaraki's battle is over. All right, now we meet up with him, and he won't get angry that we're in the way. Hurry it up! We have to meet up with the captain. Yeah, get out of our way. Quincy will slaughter ya. Like, part of me wishes this was kind of here. I kind of wish it was, but I'm curious what you guys think. Do you guys think this was a necessary cut? I'm 50-50 on this one. I'm curious what you guys think. In all honesty, here's what I think in regards to this one. I think you could have had, coming out of the opening song, you could have changed it to where this content from the peanut gallery was there. You saw the building crumble. Then you had this content coming out of the men, noticing the building fall, and then have the rest of the content in regards to Kenpachi and Gremmy's lines and all that. I feel like you could have still had that there. The reason being is we saw Gremmy's brain at the end of last week's episode, so it's like, nah, you didn't have to show Gremmy's brain at the beginning of this week's episode. You could have just had the stone buildings fall and then had the men go wild. You could have done that, but okay, this is odd. So at the 4-minute 5-second mark, we jump to page 8 of 580's adaptation of the manga, which I think is weird. Why? Why can't we just have the Bambis make their entrance here? Especially since the one who shocked Kimpachi is Candace. And I like the cool entrance line they made too, the Bambis make. It's not fair. To Latano's attack! Oh my god! Okay, so I'm looking at it side by side here. And it looks really good. Ooh, I think we even have the right amount of blood here. Yee! We got the right amount of blood and everything. The teeth look good. I'm very pleased. The camera angle is perfection too. Ooh! I'm happy with this. And the ledge that they're standing on, I would say the ledge they're standing on looks better than it does in the manga. But ooh. I want to just check one last thing here. I want to know what you guys think in terms of how the chunks of the Shinigami that oh my god, Laoto left behind after, you know, she took a bite out of them. I want to say it kind of looks better than it does in the manga. It looks more realistic. But I'm very curious what you guys think. I kind of like it a little bit more in the anime. The one thing that bothers me, though, and this is at the 4-minute 24-second mark, I don't like that she's not smiling. Why is she not smiling? Because if you look in the manga, she's when she says there, she says "see, told you" in the anime, but she says in the manga there, you see, and she's smiling. Why is she not smiling? I don't like that. Come on. Another example of the anime trying to take itself too seriously. But dude, the soundtrack though, yes! This is where it's okay for there to be a rock soundtrack. Because I said last week, there's places that Bleach shouldn't have a rock soundtrack. Now, when it comes to like certain characters, like Basby and the Bambis, those are two exceptions to this rule. God, I'm gonna probably say this every week. I love this blue so much in the intro cards. I never want to see that ugly ass pink in Bleach ever again. Is she not gonna say I'm so famished? That's lame. Jesus, Benias is cute. Oh my god, she is. I don't know what it is though, and I want to know what you guys think. But maybe it's because she's not leaning. I think it's because she's not leaning forward enough, or you know what it is? Now I'm thinking about it, I think it's her hair. I think it's the hair that is making her look stiff. Let me know what you guys think, but there's something off about her that's making her look really stiff, and it's driving me fucking nuts. I don't know if it's the hair or if it's like part of me thinks it's the hair, and another part of me is thinking like maybe it's a combination of the hair and that she's not leaning forward enough. I feel like if she was leaning forward I think it's more so the latter, where she's not leaning forward enough, because she's leaning like this, right? When she's going like this at the 4-minute 37-second mark. I think she needs to lean forward just a little bit more. I think that's what it is. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Okay, now that I have a close-up here at the 4-minute 39-second mark, ooh, okay, there's a major problem here. That is that her eyes are way too close together. Menai's eyes are way too close together. Oh my god, it looks so bad. And the nose is, because here, if you look in the manga, her nose is a little up. It's bigger. Her nose is way too small. Her nose is supposed to be up when she's calling to them. And yeah, Menai's design is completely wrong in the face, specifically. Her eyes are a little bit too big and are way too close together. They're way too close together. Holy shit, this looks bad. Oh my god, these eyes are horrible. Whoever did this to Manias, screw you. You ruined her face. Here up is bad. Mouth, I think, looks okay. Let me know what you guys think on the mouth. The mouth is up for debate. But those eyes and that nose look horrible. That is not Manias up here. From the nose up, it is not Manias. No. No, ma'am. That is not Manias. Oh my god, it looks bad. It looks bad. Giselle! Our favorite trap! Yeah! Dude, we are going to war for Giselle. And by the way, we will do a thread for Giselle for those that need all the evidence. Because we even have the Japanese wiki that says that Giselle is a trap. But that is our trap. That is our boy right there. The only problem I would say that I have with Giselle is the hair. I know it's nitpicking, but if you look at Giselle in the manga, his hair is supposed to go over you're not supposed to see one of his eyebrows, and I could see it. The hair is not long, the bangs are not long enough on one side. Other than that, like, the eyes look pretty good. The shape looks great. The mouth is fine. The face, the jawline looks great. The mouth looks great. The nose looks good. It's just a little thing. It's just the hair on the bangs. The hair here too, in terms of like the antenna portions of the hair, that could be a little bit wider. Yeah, that's kind of bothering me. The hair is a little bit too thin in terms of the antenna hair, portions of the hair. But other than that, Giselle, the face, which is really hard to do in terms of the face. Giselle's face looks great. It's just the hair that's an issue. But again, it could be so much worse. I heard that Giselle was going to be using Boku up in here. But yes, he uses Boku. Yes, that is our trap. That is our trap, my man. That is our trap, my dudes. Yeah, even here in this shot, yeah, it's the antenna hair is not thick enough. It's too thin. It needs to be a little bit thicker. But ooh, this shot here. Yeah, there's not enough blood squirting from Giselle's body at the 5-minute 11-second mark. Yeah, there's not enough blood coming out of his body. Because if you look in the manga, you see like blood like splurting out of his body even still. And it's driving me nuts. And another thing that has been driving me nuts in terms of the Sternritter uniforms on the Bambis thus far is the buttons look horrible. I hate how these buttons look. Oh my god, I hate them so much. I have to say this about Giselle, if I haven't said it already. Giselle's voice actor is so perfect. It's so cute! Giselle's such a cute trap! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. 5-minute, 38-second mark jumps back to page 17 of chapter 579's adaptation of the manga, and ooh, Candace giving, body-wise, she is giving waifu energy in the body. Woo, let's see if the face is looking good to boot. Okay, something I have to ask, and I know we'll talk about more in the live stream. Do you guys think Candace is giving enough side boob up in here? I don't, because at the 5-minute 39-second mark, it doesn't look like there's enough side boob. At least for me. I'm very curious what you guys think. Compared to the manga, it doesn't look like there's enough side boob. Also, compared to the manga, I want to say Candace needs a little bit, she's a little too thin. I think she just needs a little bit, she needs a little bit more in the torso. Yeah. She looks way too thin. Like, looking at her, you could tell she looks a little too thin in the torso because of the V's going, the V going down into the hip area. Yeah, she's looking a little too thin. She don't have them V's up in there. Yeah, she's a little too thin up in the torso compared to the manga. Yeah. I think everything else is looking fine. I think the thighs, you can make the thighs just a little bit thicker if you wanted to. But yeah, I think the main issue I have is I don't think there's enough side boob, and I think they made Candace a little too thin. I think that's my main problem. I'm really curious what you guys think. And again, we'll talk about this more in detail in the live stream. But yeah, I think the face looks good. It's just the body, the torso looks a little too thin. and the thighs could be just a little, I know it's nitpicking, but the thighs could be a little bit thicker. After Candace's line in 580, it jumps back to the Bambis gathering together for their entrance at the end of 579. I don't like this. This is one where I really don't like the scene change. To me, it makes it kind of feel a little disjointed. I really liked how the Bambis were introduced in the manga more. I want to know if you guys think this is kind of making it, at least it does for me. Does this make it kind of make it feel, the episode feel a little bit disjointed? It's not as disjointed as other episodes, mind you, but it makes it I'm glad all the content is here, mind you, but it makes it feel a little disjointed in my opinion. I really liked how it was in the manga. I like the additional Bambi content we got of them beating the hell out of Kenpachi. That was cute. But the other thing I do like here when the Bambis are debating on who should take out Kenpachi when he's really down, I like that we're seeing this from Kenpachi's perspective, and that it's like echoes to him because he's close to dying. He's on the verge of dying. I really like that. That was a nice touch. So a little bit after the 7-minute mark, it jumps to page 11 of chapter 581's adaptation of the manga, but Rukia says something completely different. It just says Rukia just mentions Captain's or Kenpachi's Ryatsu is fading. But here in the manga, it says another bolt of lightning. They keep striking around the location where Captain Zaraki's Ryatsu is coming from. We must hurry. And the other thing that's kind of bothering me is I wish we got to see the lightning from where they're from, and I'm kind of annoyed that we did not. Also, what is it, Rukia from Byakuya was skipped, but I swear to God, if the first part of chapter 581 is just going to be completely skipped, I'm going to be furious, especially after what was said from Taguchi about a certain part being censored because they wanted to give characters their fucking time. I'm curious what you guys think of the rock music here for Ichigo's comeback. I'm kind of torn on this. I don't know. I love how, dude, something that's been amazing is how the episode title cards are just fucking killing it this core. I think the episode title cards this core have been a million times better than last core. But hold on, let's take a look at Ichigo here. Ichigo's, dude, I will give credit where credit is due, and this is why I get annoyed with with the buttons on like little details like the buttons on the Sturmritter's uniforms. It's like, dude, if you could do details like the patterning on Ichigo's scarf and like the texture on Ichigo's outfit, why can't we get like little fucking details like freaking buttons? Stupid. No excuse for this. You know what? This is at the 8-minute, 41-second mark. We continue with chapter 582's adaptation of the manga. This is why I love the fucking title card where it is, especially, because that's the title of chapter 582. Dude, the timing of the title card this week is just everything. That throw was sick. But oh, I'm so torn about this soundtrack. I really am. Part of me is like, I know what I should be okay with it because it's Ichigo and I should be fine with it. But the other part of me is like, no, this isn't right. There should be something cooler. There could be something so much cooler for this. And I really feel like there could be. I feel like they kind of took they took the easy way out with this by using an opening song, a Bleach opening song, instead of doing something like really badass and cool. It really irritates me. Isn't it interesting how here, compared to earlier, that the designs, the character designs, are more accurate? It's very, especially for like, for example, Meninus, there we go. Meninus's eyes are actually not as bad here as they were earlier. So it's very interesting when it comes to this battle sequence that she looks more accurate than she did in her own entrance. It's fucking hilarious. Dude, these facial expressions are so freaking perfect. Oh my god. My only problem is Lotado does not have... Wait, Lotado, there we go. Lotado does not have enough blood on her face. It's annoying. So, Lotado says the whole line here, this guy's Kurosaki Ichigo, I'd be worried if he couldn't pull off at least this much. What was supposed to be said here, and then, again, this has been a problem, this whole fucking core, is, Meninus is supposed to say here that she's supposed to say Kurosaki Ichigo, and then Giselle's supposed to say top of the list of notable threats. Like, what the fuck? Why are we doing this? This annoys me. Stop doing this. Damn it. I don't like this. I hate this so much when this freaking anime does this. But like everything else so far here in this sequence is so good. We got the angles right. For the most part, there's been some angles that have been iffy. I do like in terms of the changes, I'm not too mad at the angles, some of the angles being changed. But the character designs look great. It's moving really, the fluidity is actually pretty nice. There, give or take, there's a little bit of stiffness. But it looks so good. But then you got this shit happening. It's like, no, why? Why? And then I jinxed myself here, because... Fucking Candace, man. Oh, Candace, you are getting the short end of the stick. Because your hair is not looking good. You're looking stiffer than hell. Ugh. I really hate how Candace looks here at the 9-minute 46-second mark. I really do. She looks stiffer than a motherfucker. She does. Her body looks, I will say this though, her torso looks a lot better here. I'll give you that. But Jesus, she looks stiff. Ooh, I hate how stiff she looks. She should be leaning forward just a teeny bit more, and her titties are looking really janky here. Why are you doing my girl's titties wrong here? I don't like it. I know this is nitpicky, but goddamn, I have to do it because this anime has actually been doing pretty good in terms of adapting the panels pretty well. But goddamn, at the 9-minute, 50-second mark, when Candace when you get the close-up of Candace's face, why is her eyebrow not raised? We had the eyebrow raised earlier, but why are we not getting it here? It very much frustrates me because that's just part of her fucking personality in terms of facial expressions, is having her eyebrows raised when she's really fucking pissed. And this is adding on to the stiffness when, Candace is going on a rant. And she doesn't lift she's not throwing her neck back. She's just going like this the whole time. Not throwing her neck back, which makes it even more stiff. Why? Why are you making my girl stiff like this? Okay, I gotta go in on Giselle's, speaking of facial expressions. Giselle's eyes here are completely wrong. He is supposed to be, his eyes are supposed to be, the irises are supposed to be a little bit... smaller, and let me reword this. His eyes are not giving the freaked out expression because he's supposed to be going like, oh dear, how scary, and the expression ain't there. His adorable trap expression of being like, oh dear, how scary is not here, and it's driving me crazy. I don't like that we're not getting the cute Giselle expressions. Why? Why are we not doing this? Galvano Blessed looks actually pretty good. I'm not too mad at it. It could look a lot freaking worse. It could, but because of the angle it's at, you can't really tell if it's stiff or not. It's hard to tell if it's stiff or not because of the angle it's at. And that really kind of, it's okay, but it kind of irritates me because I really like seeing the angle it's at, because I like seeing her shoot it. I like seeing her let go of the bow, or release the arrow, and I wanted to see that, but oh well. So this was skipped right here. See what I said? I hope those 5 gigajoules turned you into ash, bastard. Or not this one. Looks like all of you are still in perfect shape. I was thinking it could be tough to fight against a bunch of girls, but I'm glad to see I won't have to hold back. Why is this skipped? Why? So at the 11-minute 15-second mark, we get to page 4 of chapter 583's adaptation of the manga. Yay, Giselle did the pose! Yay! I'm happy when he landed on fucking Candace. Yes, I was hoping Giselle was gonna do the pose. Also, the sound effect for it when Giselle landed on Candace was so awesome. Oh my god. Oh my god, the fucking dumbass sound effects. When all of them landed on Candace is so everything. I love it. I love it so much. Kumo, if that was your choice to do it, I approve. This is everything. I need, because a problem that's been in Bleach is that in Thousand Year Blood War is that it has felt like a lot of the comedy has been drained from Bleach, but this makes me so happy. I wish Giselle's eyes had the cute expression that he does in the manga. We've gotten it already in this episode. I don't understand why it's not being consistent. But goddamn, I love that our comedy is here. Thank God. Thank God the comedy is not being drained from Bleach and it's not taking itself so seriously. Okay, something bugging me at the 11-minute 45-second mark when Giselle says, no way, it makes me tired. I wish it was more, the pout was more exaggerated, because in the manga he's so freaking cute, and I wish it was here, and it really annoys me that it's not. Speaking of over-exaggeration, I'm really annoyed that that Candace is not getting her over-exaggeration too in the facial expressions, and I really wish we were getting more with these backgrounds. Why aren't we getting more? Especially if you're gonna give us these comedic sound effects, give us more exaggeration, god damn it. Okay, if you're gonna have the comedy, include all of it. Don't fucking skip it. Like, come on. There was this cute thing in the comedy with the backgrounds. It was so stupid, and I wish it was here with the Bambis. We're getting the transformations. Oh my god, with the bow strings. Oh my god, Giselle is so freaking cute too. I love that these are magical girl transformations. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't care. This is so cute. This is so amazing. I love them. I don't care that this is again, for the Bambis, a rock track works for them. This is fine, and this is filler, and this is what I'm living for here. Dancing Dead Boys Club is so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god, it is adorable. Oh my god. Like, the Patampi is cute. It is. I like Patampi and I love Spite. It looks freaking badass, but goddamn. But that Dancing Dead Boys Club is just, it's just pure cuteness. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god, I can't with this. It is so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god, like, I love how it forms and everything. It is like the cutest thing ever. Oh my god, it's like hitting, oh god. This is shit you would see in Hot Topic, like, back in the day, too. Oh, God, I love it. I love it. I'm a sucker for skulls and crossbones, okay? I am. I've always been. God, this is hitting me. Oh, I need this. I need this in my life. So much better. Oh my god, I love this fucking the best freaking filler ever. I love that skull pendant that Giselle is wearing. I need that shit. I needs that in my life so bad. Dude, the soundtrack for this is fire. Like, this is why I'm so torn on Ichigo's rock soundtrack. You know, the Bleach opening song soundtrack. Because you have this here, which is a mixture of rock and, like, gothic, like, choral shit up in here. And it just sounds so sick. And it works. And I love it. And I kind of wish that Ichigo had, like, more of, like, a better heroic anthem. I really do. The opening song is cool, but God, I wish it was something better. Ichigo could have had something way more kick-ass. Giselle, no! Not Giselle! No! Leave the trap alone! Woo, that Candace ass, though! Woo, that Candace ass! Yo, Candace's power is so sick! Woo! I love this. It is giving very, very Sailor Jupiter tease. I live. So here when Candace is doing her attack on Ichigo, that's when it gets back to the adaptation of the manga, which is so this is like at the 15-minute 12-second mark, or 10, yeah, around the 15-minute, like 10-second mark. It was the end of chapter 583's adaptation of the manga, going into chapter 584's adaptation of the manga. Dude, that was so freaking sick, though. Holy shit. That attack, the soundtrack for it. Dude, this is amazing. And this is how I want filler to be up in this. This is one of my favorite fillers so far. And it's not because I'm biased towards the Bambis. No, this is what I want filler to be up in here. God, if this is how filler's going to be up in this, I cannot wait to see the shit with Yamachika and Giselle. I can't wait to get to the zombie fight with Mayuri. Oh, the Mayuri Giselle content's gonna be so amazing. Oh my god. So when the smoke clears, it's and we see Candace with her amputated arm. It's like at this is like a chapter, or sorry, the 15-minute 30-second mark, or 29-30-second mark. It is at page 8 of chapter 584's adaptation of the manga. And God, the stump looks good. I love the music. I love the music. Stop for this. This is good. Gigi's expression at the 15-minute 41-second mark for this, when Candace is like, Candace says, Gigi, heal me. And he's like, really? This is so great. I love it. Why was this line skipped? Meh. Well, whatever. I guess I'll do it. I guess it doesn't make any difference anyway, since we're both Quincy's. It's not like I'd be able to zombify you unless you were dead already. This is foreshadowing. Why was this cut? This was needed. And, of course, similar to other scenes where dialogue was cut in this course so far, it's already animated. Like, there's no reason to cut this dialogue. Basby, you motherfucker, you had to come in and ruin the fun. Of course it did. But dude, Basby's Volstagg looks really sick. Okay. My only issue I have with Basby in terms of his Volstagg is the crown / halo, whatever you want to call it. The circular part is fine. That is the right size. It's the points coming off of it are way too small. They are way too short, specifically. If they were a little bit longer, a little bit wider, then I would not be having any complaints with it. Now, in terms of the color scheme, I think it's way too red. There needs to be way more orange and yellow up in there, because he's fucking Basby the Fire. That's the only thing bugging me is the color scheme, not having enough orange and yellow up in there, and the crown, and the points coming off the crown, or the halo, whichever term you prefer, being too short. It's just bugging the hell out of me. But the shape of the wings and the main part of the crown, the halo, they look fine. God, I love the effect in the wings and the freaking full strength the full strength for Basby. It looks so cool. I just wish there was like more yellow or orange up in there to give it that fire effect. It's killing me. Around the 17-minute 19-second mark, we jump back to the bottom of page 5 of chapter 584's adaptation of the manga. Let me make a correction here. It's not that. It was that was actually the start of chapter 585's adaptation of the manga is where that was. I'm glad I double checked. I'm torn on how to feel about this, because in the manga it's Bach who tells Ichigo about Byoken, but here in the anime we have Mayuri being the one to discuss it. I'm kind of torn on how to feel about this change. Let me know what you guys think about this in terms of the change, especially in terms of visual exposition. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of like it how it is in the manga too. But the shot we see of Aizen actually is from the title page in of chapter 617, which I find very interesting. So I'm curious what you guys think in regards to what Shinsui says in at the 18-minute 43-second mark, because you could take it as this possibly being the adaptation of partial adaptation of chapter 604, like page 4 or page 6 of chapter 604, because that's where he does say that he acknowledges that the Soul Palace is in danger. But no, we'll have to see, because we do get the that page of Aizen as well. That's why I'm like, maybe the decision behind. We'll discuss this further. We'll discuss this further in the live stream about that specifically. Let me know what you guys think in regards to that, because I had to double check to make sure. Because I was like, there's no way this is filler. There's no way. Both these scenes look familiar. And I double checked, and that's what it seems like it is. It's like it's the title page for chapter 617 for Aizen, and like page 6, like 5-6-ish of chapter 604 for Shinsui. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and also we'll discuss it further in the live stream this afternoon. At the 19-minute 9-second mark, it jumps back to page 7 of chapter 585's adaptation of the manga. Hold on, did we just not see Na get his shot at Ichigo? I think we didn't, why did we see Na get his shot at Ichigo? Also, we didn't get the whole banter with Ichigo saying, Renji, you almost cut off my head, you bitch! What the hell? Why didn't we get that either? 20-minute, 30-second mark, we get to page 8 of chapter 586's adaptation of the manga. God, the soundtrack! Oh my god! The soundtrack here is just everything. That chorus just really, really is taking it to church. When Ichigo is asking Uryu to, why the hell he's standing there, I'm getting the mouth is fine. Up here in the eyes, I'm just not getting it. I don't believe it in the eyes, but the mouth is doing it for me. And the voice actor, of course, is doing it. A good job. Alright, I'm glad to see them here. I am. 22-minute, 22-minute 21-second mark, we get to chapter 587's adaptation of the manga. So, overall with this episode, I really did, this filler was definitely doing it for me. I loved this filler. I would say in terms of structure, I think this, minus the Bambi's introduction, I really did not like how that was changed. But minus that, I feel like the writing and structure was definitely better this week compared to some other episodes. Dialogue, there was some dialogue skipped, of course, because that's just how it's gonna be. In terms of the art and animation, uh, there's some hiccups here and there, but I will say this, the camera angles this week were so much better compared to previous weeks. The soundtrack, man, the soundtrack was definitely better this week. There are certain parts of the soundtrack though, like with Ichigo, in terms of his entrance, his return, I really feel like could have been done better. But the one thing I'm really torn about in terms of scene changes, especially with like the stuff about going after the Soul Palace and stuff like that with Aizen and Shinsui. I really feel like that. Oh my god, hold on, this is gonna really bug the shit out of me because I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Where are you? Because I had it in front of me for a sec. I lost it. Damn it. Where are you, motherfucker? Yeah, with Shinsui and Aizen, I feel like that content could have been for like an after credit scene, if anything. I think that would have worked out a lot better and like had the stuff like questioning Ichibe and stuff, that would have been better for like an after credit scene. The reason being is because remember like earlier in the core, we had all the Ichibe and Ichigo stuff going on after in the after credit scene, and it really made it uber mysterious. I really feel like it would have been more effective to have the Shinsui Aizen content after the credits. It would have just made it so much more effective, and it wouldn't have made it, at least for me, it wouldn't have made it like it wouldn't have because to me it kind of made it the episode just a teeny bit disjointed because of that. I really think that would have made it more effective if that was after the credits, at least in my opinion. Especially to foreshadow what we're going to be getting, because I don't think we're going to get it this core. We're going to probably get it in core 3. Yeah. But I'm very curious what you guys think of this episode. Did you guys like the Magical Girl Bambis, which is probably what I'm going to title this episode, because God, the Magical Girl Bambis were fucking everything. I loved this in particular. What did you guys think of some... Oh, I do want to mention this, and we'll probably definitely discuss this a little bit more in detail. There was in the live stream, there was a good chunk of content cut prior to Ichigo's return that I hope will be mentioned next week's a recap episode. But God, there is some content that needs to definitely be we'll discuss in the live stream. That will probably be one of the first things we discuss in this live stream, because this video is already long enough as it is. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys thought of this episode. What did you guys think of the Magical Girl Bambis? What did you guys think about Ichigo's return, especially with that soundtrack? What did you guys think about Orihime and Chad's return? Personally, there was a little bit of stiffness there, especially on Orihime's part. What do you think about the dialogue script? I can't wait to talk about this in today's live stream. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we could keep bringing you more Bleach content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off that Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.